requisite for advancing to a happened to be unlocking which required level 5 in machinery affinity was one of the common prerequisites for many blueprints and skills. Although Han Xiao now had a whopping 15 talent points, which seemed a lot, it was always better to save some for rainy days. This was something that he had learned the hard way. To think I actually had to spend over tens of millions of Ina's universal currency just to buy water of lead to reset my talent points back then. At Kiro Junkyard, Han Xiao had been busily producing guns all morning. When he was about to leave, Raccoon passed him a stash of money that he pocketed without counting. That should be enough for today. I'll make a move first, said Han Xiao. Thank you for your contribution. We don't need any more guns for the time being. However, our deal is still valid. You can continue to salvage any junk parts. Now that Han Xiao had served his purpose, Raccoon planned to get rid of him. However, it was not time yet. Raccoon was an extremely cautious person. Fine by me, replied Han Xiao, who saw through his intentions. He left the junkyard, remembering to make a few extra turns to shake off his tail before coming to a large mechanic market. This market was popular among students from the Western Capital School and the mechanic school due to the variety of machine parts and metals it offered. Han Xiao spent all of the 70,000 aquamarine dollars that he had earned to buy the remaining materials that he needed for both the rover as well as another lightweight mechanical arm. After obtaining the materials, he returned to his room to continue working on them. A few days later, Han Xiao had finished crafting all of the rover's parts, and he was now assembling the robot in his room 1.2 meters tall and armor-plated to protect its interior. Its top half was the shape of a person, except that it didn't have a neck. It ran on a basic integrated circuit. It had two-section mechanical arms that could bend and rotate like a person's, and its fingers were remodeled by Han Xiao into guns. Its torso could also rotate 90 degrees and was inlaid with magazine compartments. Instead of legs, it moved on tank tracks. The system prompted Han Xiao to name his creation. Adopting his past naming style, he named it Rover 1. Rover 1 tank-style type robot grade common basic stats 808 100th durability, 18 defense, 59 power output, 23 max speed, 120 out of 120 energy height, 1.18 meters motive control remote electrical signal control radius 50 meters, energy source battery unit energy, usage 8/min power capacity, 36/80th owner right arm module, small caliber machine gun, 3540 DMG, 4 firing speed, max 7 for 10 seconds, 30 magazine capacity, plus 60 belt capacity, 40 power output, 18% accuracy left arm, module small caliber machine gun, 3540 DMGS, 4 firing speed, max 7 for 10 seconds, 30 magazine capacity, plus 60 belt capacity, 40 power output, 18% accuracy skills, self-destruct to inflict 280-430 explosion damage in a 30 meters radius. Metal armor reduces damage taken by 8% except penetrative attacks. Note, don't underestimate this little fella just because he looks stupid. The name is not exclusive to one type of robot. The key materials used to craft Rover 1 were two common materials, steel and plastic resin. If Han Xiao had used a higher quality steel alloy, Rover 1 would have higher durability and defense. Nevertheless, he would be able to update or upgrade the rover with better parts when he got them to keep it relevant. This was a selling point of mechanics. The number of modules that could be installed on robots, vehicles, and mobile suits was limited by their energy capacity. Beside the quality of the energy source itself, energy capacity could be upgraded by energy talents. Rover 1's energy source was a standard battery unit, so its energy capacity was low. Completing the rover rewarded Han Xiao with 24,000 experience. The following day, Han Xiao finished crafting the lightweight mechanical arm. His second lightweight mechanical arm was still a left arm, like before. However, the materials he had used to craft it were lower in quality than before, causing it to have a lower grade. Graded common base stats, 2845 damage, 8-12 defense, 26 power output, 205 205th durability bonus stats, -4 attack, speed length 0.51 meters additional effects, bonus +6 strength currently, Han Xiao's strongest form of combat was melee combat, so the lightweight mechanical arm suited him well. Mechanics that favored melee combat were known as mecha warriors. Han Xiao did not intend to walk down this path, as it was long-ranged capabilities that mechanics truly excelled in, after all. However, since mecha warriors was the style that offered low-level mechanics the highest combat prowess, it would have to do for now. Han Xiao hid the lightweight mechanical arm before heading downstairs. Lu Qian was engaged in a conversation with a customer who kept on glancing at Han Xiao when he appeared. He was clearly yet another agent from Division 13. Division 13 had, over the past few days, sent many undercover agents to spy on Han Xiao, but since Han Xiao was a tough nut to crack, they were now attacking from a different angle. "Why are there so many people asking about you?" asked a puzzled Lu Qian when the agent left. "Well, I'm popular, but they're all guys." Han Xiao froze up. "It's not what you think, don't worry! I won't judge you," replied Lu Qian as she started giggling. "Why are you giggling like that?" Suddenly, Han Xiao's turned serious. He had received a system alert. "You have triggered the Class C mission. Accept or reject." Han Xiao was bewildered. What could have triggered such a mission? Accept. Mission synopsis: the bounty on your head is being eyed. Your enemies are near and they are hiding in the shadows. Meanwhile, a certain group of people has been watching you to assess your potential. What will you do? Requirement: avoid death. Reward: 10,000 experience. Bonus reward: 1x skill level up card. Basic. Han Xiao rolled his eyes at the dramatic synopsis. The group of people referred to in the synopsis most definitely referred to Division 13. Han Xiao put the clues together and conjectured that Division 13 could have leaked intel on him in an elaborate setup to test his combat strength. However, if that were the case, the people after him must not be too strong. After all, Division 13 wouldn't risk things blowing up in the city. Although Han Xiao wasn't interested in typical Class C mission rewards, the bonus reward caught his eye. A skill level up card was certainly something handy to have. If a mission had a bonus reward, it meant that there was a secret condition to fulfill. Han Xiao guessed that this mission's secret condition was most likely to kill all of his assailants. Since the enemy could appear at any moment, I'd better not stay in the workshop. Han Xiao didn't want to rely on Old Man Lu. After contemplating for a moment, he thought of the perfect location for battle. Kiro Junkyard. Kiro Junkyard was Raccoon's territory. Han Xiao planned to kill two birds with one stone. He put down his tools and called out to Lu Qian with a request. "I wish to take the day off." "Okay," replied Lu Qian, blinking. "Is something wrong?" "No, why?" Han paused. Han Xiao always looked lethargic and bored, and Lu Qian, being the observant woman that she was, had noticed the sudden change in air about him. If she had to describe the kind of feeling Han Xiao was giving her now, for some reason, dangerous was the word that came to mind. "If you're facing any difficulties, I'll definitely help you," she said in a serious tone. Not knowing what to say, Han Xiao stared at her, which caused her to shift about uncomfortably. She turned away from Han Xiao and twirled her hair, saying, "Don't you know it's rude to stare?" Han Xiao turned away too and replied, "I won't be back for dinner. I was actually thinking of letting you try my latest creation, black pepper pineapple baked ribs stew with parsley," responded Lu Qian dejectedly. Han Xiao shuddered. "What kind of cuisine from hell is that?" Han Xiao returned to his room to get ready. After a short while, he headed out with a backpack and a trolley. "Boss, is that kid the target?" A man wearing shades was tailing Han Xiao. Every time Han Xiao turned back, he would instantly vanish by making use of his surroundings, be it a public phone booth or a magazine stand. He was clearly a professional. He was using the mini receiver in his ear to communicate with his partner, who was hiding in an old van 2 streets away. There was a total of 5 masked men in the van. They were none other than Han Xiao's assailants. They were the Bee Sting Squad, a group of mercenaries who specialized in hunting bounties. They were decently well-known in underground networks, having successfully completed numerous missions. They had by chance stumbled upon Han Xiao's trail. For them, this mission was more important than any that they had ever taken on before. Bounty aside, they were hoping to gain favor with the germinal organization and earn their backing. How could this kid be worth 1 million? He looks so ordinary. "This will be a piece of cake," said the number 2 of the squad, full of confidence. "Don't forget that we are deep in Stardragon territory. Act swiftly," reminded the leader, Kelly, as he inspected his gun. The target is on the move. A black, plateless jeep was following Han Xiao from afar. Inside, the jeep was a team of Division 13 field agents, led by their mission captain, Lai Hue. Besides him were other